Flexibility within reach. Get back in the game with customizable designs by Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers. For the Oilers up front, Leon Draisaitl with Vasily Podkolzin and Connor Brown. On defense, Matthias Ekholm and Evan Bouchard. Stuart Skinner will start in net. For the Avalanche, Nathan McKinnon with Arturi Lehkonen and Mikko Rantanen up front. Sam Girard and Sam Malinsky are on defense, and it's Alexander Georgiev between the pipes. Braden Schrader and Trevor Hansen are the referees. Brandon Garlitz and Kyle Murchison, they are on the lines as we get set to go from the Ball Arena in Denver, Colorado. Great to have you on board wherever you are along the Oilers radio network. Hope you enjoy the broadcast this evening. Oilers coming off that 4-3 overtime win in Utah last night.
Got a nice issue right in front of Scott Wedgwood, the new backup goaltender for the Avalanche. That's why we get a little bit of a delay here.
Whatever it is, they fixed it up. So we're good to go. Colorado last night, 5-3 loss. They were in Dallas. We dropped the puck. We're underway, and it's inside the Oilers zone, and it's Bouchard up the right wing, but knocked down by McKinnon. He'll lift it into the Oilers' end. Ekholm smacks it around the boards. Just gets past Malinsky. And Girard goes back into his own end. Little tight turn up the right wing. That will not get out. Draisaitl to Brown. Left wing corner. Steps out of the corner across the pod. Colson off a stick back to the point. Bouchard with a shot. Saved by Georgiev. The rebound to the slot. And McKinnon there for the Avalanche. He'll get it out. Bouchard, little bank pass to Draisaitl. Comes in on the right. Cross-ice pass off the left wing corner boards. Taves will get it up the left side to Nichushkin. They'll get to center ice. Now to Middlestad. Into the Oiler end. Lost the puck, and it's Nugent Hopkins who had the OT winner last night in Utah. He'll get it up the left wing to Nurse. Dump it in cross corner. Taves off the left wing boards to Kovalenko, now into the middle for Middlestad. Middlestad into the Oiler end, works over to the left side, now swings it back to the blue line. Taves will shoot it, tipped just wide. Kovalenko put it through the slot, goes over to the left wing. McCann to Taves. On the right side, trying to get a pass was Middlestad. It goes off, a Nurse goes out of play. We're minute 17 into a scoreless first.
Well, the Oilers got an early look there, and Brown tried to feather a pass across, and had that gotten to Draisaitl, he would have been open to the backside. But one thing is, when you're big hit by Rantanen, by the way, first shift of the game, he goes in and runs number 14, Matthias Ekholm of the Edmonton Oilers.
Right. Heavy forecheck.
Yeah, well, he's going to get himself a heavy contract, whether or not it's here or somewhere else. He's going to be a $14 million player. He's got back-to-back 100-point seasons. He's one of the best wingers in the entire National Hockey League.
Face off to the left of Stuart Skinner. 32 saves in that 6-2 win against the Rangers on November 23rd. That was a week ago tonight. Janmark played him behind the Edmonton net. Ivan will pick it up there. Ivan for the Avalanche. Now to Kiviranta. Back to the point it goes. To Hahn with a shot that goes wide of the Edmonton net. In from the right wing point is Ludwig to keep it in. And it's up against the boards inside Edmonton territories. It squeezes loose to Henrique. He'll get it to the middle. To Stetcher now on the right wing off the sticky Janmark. Goes into the right wing corner of the Colorado zone. Around to the left. Kiviranta has it in his skates. Goes to the blue line where it's kept in by Kulak. Kiviranta with it. Puck near the top of the circle. Now Henrique into the left wing corner. Taken to the boards by DeHaan. Comes loose. Jeff Skinner looking for it. Instead, goes to DeHaan in the corner. Get it across to his partner Ludwig. Ludwig up the left wing off of O'Connor, and the puck hits center ice. We're scoreless. We're here in the first as Nurse back into his own end. 2:25 gone in this first period. Taves on the right wing will shoot it into the Edmonton zone. Parker Kelly, the Camrose product, will get it around the boards, top of the circle, and it's Perry to get it out for Edmonton. Up to Kachula, he'll shoot it in. Goes to Derek Ryan, has it on the left wing. Taves is in there for Colorado. Puck squeezes loose, and it was Ryan's pass to the point, not one, off of Prishipov, and it goes down into the Oilers zone. Nikita Prishipov.
One of 3 players drafted this past year to have played games in the NHL. Celebrity, Jet Luchenko, the other.
Mark shot all the way down. It's icing against Edmonton. But the amazing thing about Prishipov is he was a 7th round pick.
Well, that also illustrates the challenges that Chris McFarland has had as the general manager here in Colorado. This organization, look, they got a great team. They've been really unlucky with injuries.
Yes. And they're into it right now with injuries.
Well, I mean, if you include Landeskog, they got 6 regulars out of the line.
Yeah.
And just in Landeskog's case, he hasn't played the last couple of seasons, so will he ever play again? I think they're hoping he comes back for the playoffs.
Face off to the right of Skinner. Goes right to Bouchard, through the middle, up in the air, a bouncing puck. Malinsky will turn it off the right wing boards. It won't get out, though. That was kept in by Connor Brown. Just comes out, and Leon Draisaitl across to Bouchard. He'll dump it in. Draisaitl and McDavid each with 4-game point streaks coming into this evening's action. McKinnon will bring it through the middle for Colorado. In over the line. Will drop it, and off the stick of Rantanen it goes. And up the left wing to center ice's Podkolzin. Try to float a pass through the middle. That got knocked down by Malinsky. Goes to the left wing point. Podkolzin won't get a shot. Had it in the slot, but just for a moment, it's turned up by McKinnon. 2-on-2. He's got Lehkonen with him. Into the Oilers zone to Lehkonen on the left wing. Now to McKinnon in front of the net, just off the stick of Lehkonen. Puck on the left wing point. Taves gives it to Makar. Snapshot, and the save made by Skinner. Holds on to it. 3:58 gone here in a scoreless first period.
So my advice to Vasily Podkolzin here is when you're playing against this team, you don't pass backwards. There was a famous line once from Tommy McPhee who said there's 2 places you never do a back pass, at home and on the road. And in that situation, he played it backwards instead of putting it to the net. You cannot do that against a Colorado team that skates like this, especially against McKinnon's line. You were begging for trouble when that happens.
Ersid behind the Oiler goal. Around the right wing boards, it won't get out. Taves. And it's knocked away from him. It's McDavid to Ryan, left side to Nugent Hopkins. Cross ice, and it goes into the corner. Taves went to shoot it out. Goes off of McDavid. Taves behind the net to Makar. And he'll get it up the right wing for Middlestad. Middlestad taken off of the puck at the Edmonton blue line by Nugent Hopkins. And it comes out, and it's Makar to Taves. Up the left wing for Kovalenko. Into the Oiler end of Middlestad. His pass across. And Nugent Hopkins broke it up as Nichushkin was going to the front of the net. And it's Nugent Hopkins to center ice. He'll dump it in. Puck goes just past Kapanen on the right wing to the right wing point. Kept in by Emberson. DeHaan shovel it up the boards. Kapanen keeping it in for Edmonton. But DeHaan on a second opportunity gets it out. Taves with it inside his own blue line. Up the right wing. The puck goes to Kiviranta. Kiviranta into the Oiler end. Cross to Ivan to the left wing corner. Ivan up against the boards. Lost it to Jeff Skinner. He'll bring it out for Edmonton. He'll go cross ice all the way over to Janmark. He'll shoot it in. We're scoreless here in the first. Played 5 minutes, 20 seconds of the opening period. Puck turned over on the right wing. It's Henrique has it. He'll turn. He'll shoot it. That goes wide of the net. And Georgiev got knocked down by Janmark. And it's going to be a penalty against Matthias Janmark for goaltender interference.
Unfortunately, that's one of Edmonton's best penalty killers as well. And this Colorado power play, not surprisingly, is pretty good. It's 6th in the league at 27.6%. The Oilers have killed 20 in a row off, including every PK situation over, their last 8 game or so? 8 games?
8 games.
They've moved up, and that's the emphasis, up. This just shows you how far they were at one point. They're 29th in the league now at 71.4.
Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Oilers were only shorthanded once last night and were able to kill it off. Face off to the right of Skinner. Puck gets into the corner. McKinnon to Nichushkin. Goes behind the Edmonton net. Ekholm right on him. It comes free. Nugent Hopkins will get it all the way down the ice.
Really seeing an effective tandem on the D with Emberson and Ekholm.
Makar to McKinnon. Into the Oiler end, now to Middlestad. Back to the blue line to Cale Makar. Makar works across the line. His pass over to McKinnon on the left wing. Around the boards. Rantanen on the right side. Saucers that across. McKinnon in front of the net, just missing. It was Nichushkin for the slam dunk. Puck to the right wing point. Makar on the left side of McKinnon. He's top of the circle. Holds on, shoots it. It hit Nichushkin. Comes back to the blue line, and it's Makar. Right wing for Rantanen. Cross-ice pass off a leg, comes to the blue line where Makar will keep it in. Left wing to McKinnon. McKinnon back to Makar. His shot off a Nugent-Hopkins stick goes over to the left wing. Off the left wing boards, Nathan McKinnon to the blue line to Makar. To McKinnon, fake the one-timer, goes to the middle, shoots, misses short side. Rantanen back to the point, and he misses Makar, and the Oilers get a clear. Goes all the way down the ice. Penalty over in 35 seconds. We're scoreless in the first. We're just about 7 minutes into the opening period as Girard comes into the Oilers zone. Left wing for Lehkonen. Lehkonen, pass across, one-timer, scores! Kovalenko on the right side. The pass across, one-timered in. It's a power play goal, and it's 1-0 Colorado.
Well, last night Edmonton got a bunch of calls, but Brandon Schrader right in front of him. And the Oilers are asking, how did you miss the pick on the zone entry? Because Edmonton's Connor Brown got picked off, and Lehkonen sent it up, and ripping one home was Kovalenko. Power play goal, that's the second unit getting one.
Nikolai Kovalenko's fourth of the year. His father, a former Edmonton Oiler.
And well-known Colorado Avalanche as well.
Colorado 1-for-1 with the man advantage, 7:02 time of the goal.
You usually see that pick get called.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they did not call that pick.
Bouchard up the right wing. His pass goes just off the stick of Kelly deep into the Colorado zone. Perry after it on the forecheck. Taves up the left wing. Give it to Kiviranta. Kiviranta will dump it in, but it's offside at the Edmonton blue line as we played 7 minutes and 20 seconds of the first period. Avalanche have a 1-0 lead on the Edmonton Oilers. We will be right back from the Ball Arena here in Denver. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves.
Leading the Oilers here in the first period. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. Tonight's Oilers Kids with Cancer 50-50 presented by Rogers is in support of the Ben Stelter Foundation and Kids with Cancer Society, supporting families battling cancer and advancing research in hopes of finding a cure. You can help support the fight for cancer by getting your 50-50, and those are at EdmontonOilers.com/50-50. Kovalenko, the goal scorer from Lehkonen and Girard at 7:02. That was on the power play. It's 1-0 for Colorado. A shot into the Oilers zone. It goes off to Corey Perry. Lehkonen taken in behind the Edmonton net. Taken out by Bouchard. Loose puck to McDavid. Up the boards to Draisaitl, and then just off of Perry. It's fired back in by McKinnon. Back home behind the Oiler net. Rimming it. Makar keeping it in. Goes to the right corner. Over to the left side. McKinnon after it. Puck comes free right to McDavid. Long pass. Just missed. Draisaitl skipped over his stick. Goes into the Colorado zone. Taves has it take a little bounce on the end boards. Puts it off the left wing glass. It does come out. Back home to Bouchard. All the way across to McDavid. David will go off for a change as he gives the puck to Ekholm. He'll take it in behind the Oiler goal. Just over 8 minutes gone here in the first period. 1-0 Colorado. Up the left wing side. Off the stick of Jeff Skinner. It comes into the corner. And Mark got to it first with some good hustle. Back to the point. Shot by Nurse goes wide. On the right wing side. Stetcher to the right wing corner. Gave it to Jeff Skinner. He'll turn. He'll shoot it. And that one went right off of Henrique. And into the right wing boards. It's Jeff Skinner. Pokes it behind the net to Henrique. Over to the left wing. To the left wing point to Nurse. The boards to Skinner. Wedged off of it by DeHaan. And he'll get it out. Give it to Nichushkin. He'll dump it into the Oilers zone. Kovalenko, the goal scorer. He'll pick it up. Go into the left wing corner. Taken out hard along the boards by Nurse. And it's cleared. The hard hit by Darnell Nurse. Kajula into the Colorado end, goes to the left wing corner. Runs into Girard. Puck behind the net. Malinsky gets dumped down by Kapanen. Puck goes over to the right wing. Kajula's pass to the point. Picked off by Nichushkin. He'll get to center ice. He'll shoot it in. Rim on the right. Kiviranta got it to the right wing corner. It was looking for Ivan. Instead, it was Emberson for Edmonton. Puck to the right side. Malinsky back to the right wing point. Fanning on his shot was O'Connor. It gets to the middle of the ice, but nobody there for Colorado could get a stick on it. Ryan got it up the right wing to Kapanen. He'll shoot it in. O'Connor on the left side. Gave it to Girard for Colorado. Now gets it out to Malinsky. Into the Oilers zone down the right wing. Drop it back to Ivan. Played him behind the Edmonton net. On the left wing, Podkolzin. Forced in behind the goal. Comes over to the left side. They're coming up to the halfway point of the first period. 1-0 Colorado leads.
Draisaitl looked like he got caught up there in the boards.
Goes in behind the Oiler goal and up to Emberson. Now on the left wing to Podkolzin. He'll get to the center ice. Now to Connor Brown. Goes off his glove. He catches up to it in the left wing corner of the Colorado end. Smack it back to the right point. Shot by Stetcher. And that one went just off of Shipov. And it gets out to center ice. For Shipov on the left wing.
Wow. I mean, they're sitting there water skiing off a Nurse.
Stetcher over to the left side. Off the boards and out. Parker Kelly into his own end. Taves over to DeHaan. Up the left wing will get to center. Shoot it in. Cross corner. Stetcher on the backhand. Off of Nugent Hopkins, and it gets out. Makar with it inside his own blue line. Makar to Taves. Now on the right wing to McKinnon. His shot. The save made by Skinner. The rebound put towards the net. Skinner kept it out. Puck gets over to the left wing. Good chance there for Colorado. McKinnon to the blue line. To Taves. A snapshot tip just wide of the net. Nugent Hopkins made sure it got out. Got it to McDavid. Comes into the Colorado zone. Stops on the left wing boards. Brings the puck to the middle. A couple of moves. The shot saved by Georgiev. And the rebound Kapanen had to go off his stick. And Randy got it to the blue line. Could not get it out. Bouchard on the right wing point. Down low to Nugent Hopkins. Takes it to the left wing now to McDavid. Stops in the left corner. Brings it up the boards to Nugent Hopkins. His one-timer. That got blocked. Went off of Makar. On the right wing, it's McDavid. Goes in behind the net. Over to the left in front to Kapanen. Scores! Kasperi Kapanen was wide open in front of the net, and he's tied this game at 1.
What an unbelievable play by Connor McDavid. The core strength and the low drive to fend off Colorado not once but twice. He kept the play alive. Taves and McKinnon tried to angle him off, and wide open on the back door was Kasperi Kapanen for his first goal as an Edmonton Oiler.
The Oilers tie it up at 11:48 of the first period. And McDavid,
That was unreal.
he had that puck for almost the entire shift himself. And Kapanen found a little quiet zone in the slot. Able to fire it in. Yep, first as an Oilers, second of the season for Kapanen. And the Oilers have tied it at 1. And the puck into the Colorado end, Jeff Skinner. Got it to the right wing corner to Matthias Janmark. It's a little shimmy on the right side. Puck comes free, top of the circle. Kovalenko gets it out for Colorado. Into the Oiler end, goes to the left wing corner. Stops on the left wing boards. A centering pass. It's broken up by Skinner. Doesn't get out though. Nichushkin will keep it in. Kulak goes in behind the net. No, lost it. Nichushkin fires it wide. Middlestad has it on the right wing. Puck goes to Jeff Skinner after Middlestad got dumped down, and it comes out.
Ref waved that off right away.
Girard will drill it in on net. Skinner steered it over to the corner. Jeff Skinner, Ty Emberson, up in the air and out. 7:15 to go in the first, tied at 1. Brown will bring the puck in. He'll drop it. Draisaitl hammers it wide of the net. It's up to the blue line, where it was kept in by Podkolzin, but it goes to DeHaan, and he makes a move, gets by Podkolzin. Up the left wing. To Wagner, he'll shoot it into the Oiler and go after it in the left wing corner. Nurse got knocked down. Crowd reacts to that. Puck cleared out, though. Ludwig behind the Colorado net on the left wing. Off of for a ship off, and the puck comes to the middle where Kelly to center ice and the backhand will softly dump the puck in. Stuart Skinner to play it to Draisaitl. Missed Connor Brown with a pass. It's going to go all the way down. It will be icing against Edmonton. 6:33 to go in the first. Tied at 1, the Oilers and the Avalanche.
Well, it's a big one for Kasperi Kapanen. And I mean, he said it. He found a little quiet spot in the ice. Helps when the world's best player decides that he's going to fend off 3 men and just make a wonderful play. And a solid save from Skinner. Brett Kulak hasn't made a lot of mistakes, but sometimes when they happen, it's higher-end opportunities for the opposition, and Skinner bailed him out.
McDavid with that assist gives him points in 5 straight. I heard the horn. I think they were just setting the clock properly, I guess. They got her done. Face off to the right of Skinner. Rantanen against Draisaitl. Puck goes to McKinnon. Right wing. The shot by Makar. Rebound. That just put wide. Puck back to the blue line. McKinnon to Lehkonen. Across to Makar. Shot save made by Skinner. Hit him in the right shoulder. Comes to McKinnon. He'll hammer it on net. Save by Skinner. Puck comes to Makar. Had to go off his stick, but McKinnon will keep it in. Back to Makar. His shot saved by Skinner, and he held on to it. What a flurry by the Colorado Avalanche, and Stuart Skinner keeps it out. We'll take a break. 6:10 to go in the first. Tied at 1, the Oilers and the Avalanche. From the Ball Arena in Denver, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Believing in yourself takes confidence. At Portage College, 93% of grads say their education gave them the skills and knowledge they needed for their careers. That's the kind of confidence that leads to great results. Learn more at Portage.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer. We are here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. Tied at 1. Kovalenko for Colorado. Kapanen for Edmonton. 6:10 to go here in the first period. That last shift, though, for Colorado, they had some good chances.
They had 3 shots on goal. They're only a 44% face-off team, second last in the league. The Oilers are the 3rd best face-off team, but McDavid got cleaned up by Rantanen in the box. Oilers going to do a better job here on face-offs.
Puck gets to the blue line. It comes out of the zone, out of the Oilers zone, and it's Taves inside his own end. Over to Makar. Makar up the right wing to Devon Taves up the left side for Rantanen. He'll dump it in. Stuart Skinner was out of his net. He was able to stop it. Ribbed hard by Ekholm. A little off the stick of Taves. He has to chase after it in his own end. Give it to Cale Makar. Now to Rantanen as he turns to the middle. Brings the puck into the Edmonton zone. Stops on the right wing at the hash marks. Gets it down low to McKinnon. Takes it to the left side. Runs into Evan Bouchard. McKinnon protects the puck. Sweep it over to the right. Rantanen up the right wing to the top of the circle. Will lose it. It comes out. Kapanen for McDavid. That pass a little behind him, and it goes into the Colorado end. Makar will hold on to it. Both teams make changes.
I'm going to guarantee you Colorado practices at an incredible tempo and pace because they're
flying.
Yeah.
Puck into the Oilers zone. Derek Ryan on the inboards. Taken out by Ivan as they're tied up. Ty Emberson in there as well for Edmonton as they do try to work it free. And it comes free to Emberson. The left wing to Kajula, off the left wing boards. He'll go after it himself. Gerard into the corner for Colorado. Puck back to the left wing point. Kulak down the left wing boards to Kajula. Cross ice. It goes through the slot. Nobody able to get a stick on it for Edmonton, and O'Connor will get it out. David Ranta got it to the Edmonton blue line. That was it. Derek Ryan gets over center and shoots it in. 4:20 to go in the first. Tied at 1. Oilers and the Avalanche. Malinsky turns in behind the net, gets away from Henry. Now up to Middlestad. Middlestad into the Oiler end, and Nichushkin turns to the right wing to the middle. Ludwig, his shot, and a pad save made by Skinner. And the puck to the left wing corner. Comes up to the blue line. Nichushkin off the left point, lost it. It comes out, and there's a breakaway pass. Janmark in the backhand. Saved by Georgiev. Puck to the left side. Jeff Skinner from the angle, and Georgiev squeezes it and holds on. We'll take a break with 3:46 to go in the first. Tied at 1, the Oilers and the Avalanche from the Ball Arena here in Denver. Sport Dealers, NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network. 3:46 to go in the first. Oilers and Avalanche tied at 1. Cam Little with Bob Stauffer. There's Kasperi Kapanen from Connor McDavid and Ryan Nugent-Hopkins at 11:48 to tie it up after Nikolai Kovalenko had scored on the power play at 7:02 of this opening period. We're here at the Ball Arena in Denver. Face off to the right of Alexander Georgiev. He had 19 saves in that loss last night in Dallas. Shot from the left wing point by Nurse, doesn't get through. Draisaitl went to shoot it, fanned on it. Puck comes out. Kulak has it at the Edmonton blue line. He'll drill it in off the right corner boards. And it goes out. Nurse hadn't quite got up to the blue line yet. So Oilers with control, though. Kulak to Nurse. Nurse up the left wing boards for Kulak. And that goes off the stick of O'Connor. Goes into the Colorado bench.
Cam, you're playing a team that's got the worst save percentage in the NHL. Like, far be it for me to try to come across like a know-it-all. But I might want to try to find a way to get 30 to 35 shots against this team now.
They haven't had a lot of zone time.
No. And they haven't had a power play.
Yeah.
And Colorado got 3 shots on 1 O-zone face-off win.
Yeah.
What's the pucks on the net? Make this guy work in between the pipes. 5 shots on goal, 16 minutes into a game. And you do have a goal, and there wasn't much you could do about it. It was an open net tap-in.
Lehkonen at center. Puck in on the right wing. Shot from the angle. Stick save made by Skinner. Puck back to Taves. He'll let it go, and a glove save by Skinner. Might have been going wide.
You see what they're doing?
They're putting everything to the net.
Right, because the Oilers are 29th in save percentage. But Colorado is 32nd.
Face off to the right of Skinner. It'll be Derek Ryan taking the draw against Mikko Rantanen. So Rantanen into the face-off circle with Ryan. Comes up to the top of the circle. McDavid off the boards. Down into the Colorado zone. Not hard enough for Ice and Taves. Wheels in behind his net. Right wing to Makar. Makar forced back by Nugent-Hopkins. Up to McKinnon. Again, it out on the backhand to Rantanen at center ice. Shoot it in, went off the linesman. And McDavid looped back into his own end. He'll gather speed. Come out through the neutral zone. Now he's coming down the right wing. He's in over the line. He'll try to go to the net. Put it on goal, and a save made by Georgiev. They'll jam away at it. Georgiev's covering it up as Nugent-Hopkins and Kapanen were trying to find a loose puck. 2:27 to go here in the first. We are tied at 1.
Well, that play kind of evolved out of nothing. Colorado went to go make a line change, and all of a sudden, Connor McDavid, they did have their best pairing on the ice. But, boom. He had a zone entry, and Georgiev didn't exactly pick that one up cleanly. Georgiev represented by Edmonton's Jerry Johansson.
An all-around good guy.
Won't find much better guys to deal with than Jerry Johansson. He's got Brett Kulak on the Oilers. Seemingly half of the Montreal Canadiens. Slavkovsky, Gallagher, Kirby Doc, and Carey Price.
Face off to the left of Georgiev. Draisaitl against Ivan. Draisaitl wins the draw. Perry to the right wing corner. He'll get it back to the right wing point. Stetcher pulls it off the boards. His shot doesn't get through. Ryan put it on net. Save by Georgiev. He'll cover it up. Perry goes to the front of the net. Now he draws a crowd and gets taken down to the ice as everybody gets in there.
That should be a penalty.
Perry gets up, gives DeHaan a shot.
There should be a penalty. You don't get to sit there and tackle a guy on the ice in a scrum. Even if it is Corey Perry. Now, here's where we tell you. Last night, Edmonton got a lot of beneficial calls in the game in Salt Lake.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
Yeah, that's fair.
The Colorado Avalanche for years have led the league in power plays. They get more. I don't know what it is. Now, part of it is they play fast. They have a good team. But to me, there was an opportunity to put a player in the box there.
Face off to the left of Georgiev. Ryan, Perry, and Draisaitl out there, and the puck goes right to Draisaitl. On the right point, Stetcher down the boards to the corner. Turns towards the boards. Behind the net for Draisaitl. He'll bring it out. He'll shoot it. Saved by Georgiev. And Nichushkin shovel it off the right side boards and out. Nurse is going to chase after it. Middlestad right on him. Middlestad knocked down Nurse. Puck along the left wing side in the Oilers zone. Draisaitl to the middle, finds Nurse. Left wing to Perry. Over center, he'll shoot it in. Go around the right wing. Off the stick of Girard. He's able to get it over to Malinsky. He will almost gave that away to Jeff Skinner. Puck into the corner. Malinsky's got Draisaitl on him. Puck top of the circle. Middlestad will get it out. Emberson up the right wing. The puck in. Jeff Skinner has it hacked away from him. Taves will get it out. McKinnon's going to skate onto it. In over the line. He's got the breakaway. The shot. Oh, and just getting his stick in was Kulak. Disrupting it, and it goes wide.
That should have been a penalty on Kulak. And Jeff Skinner's got to manage the puck better. That was just brutal.
Lehkonen back to the blue line. Taves across to Makar. Now to the middle. Lehkonen to McKinnon to the middle of the ice, but it goes off the skate of Henrique. We're into the last minute of the first period. Tied at 1. The Oilers taking on the Avalanche. Puck brought in on the left side by Podkolzin. Into the left wing corner for Henrique. To the point. Ekholm. And that goes off a stick. Goes out of play. 45 seconds to go in the first period. Kulak just got his stick in there at the last second. Just enough to, disrupt things. You're right. That would have been a slash right on the hand.
It's a penalty. Like, we can be upset that there's no calls in favor of Edmonton, but in that situation, that's taken away a scoring opportunity from the reigning Hart Trophy winner. He's gone.
He'd call it a penalty shot. You wouldn't be able to argue.
I'm surprised. I don't know. Maybe there's we don't want as many power plays in the league, but man, oh man.
Maybe they got somewhere to go. I don't know. Face off to the right of Georgiev.
Early flight tomorrow?
Could be.
It's the one city in the league with an airport farther away from downtown than Edmonton.
Yeah, that's fair comment. Draisaitl taking this face off. He's up against Parker Kelly. Draisaitl wins it. Ekholm, his shot. Oh, it doesn't get through. Podkolzin on the right wing corner. Played it in behind the net. Rimmed by Kelly. Kiviranta made sure that it got out. 30 seconds to go in the period. McDavid will shoot it in. It goes right to Georgiev. Now to Girard off the left wing boards. It hit Bouchard. He's able to keep it in. Puck along the left side. Girard through the middle and broken up by Draisaitl to McDavid into the Colorado zone. Swept out by Girard. Shot back in by Ekholm with 8 seconds to go in the first period. McCarr's got it in behind his net. McDavid will come in there and scare him out. And first period will come to a close.
Somehow the shots ended up 10-10. I'm not quite
Oilers got a bunch late.
We got the final 5 shots in that period.
But all things considered,
you'll probably take
Kids with Cancer 50-50 presented by Rogers. It's back. It's got life-changing jackpots. Tonight's jackpot, it's sitting at $293,000 and climbing. Our next lucky winner could be you. Get your tickets now at EdmontonOilers.com/50-50. Kovalenko, the goal scorer for Colorado, is capping in for Edmonton. We dropped the puck and underway here in the second period. Nurse with it inside his own end. Nurse will bounce it out through the middle. It'll get to Draisaitl, comes in on the right wing, stops up just over the blue line. Backhands it off the corner boards, it rims on the left. Top of the circle, it's Lehkonen to get it out. Puck will go to Rantanen, though, and Rantanen tried to shoot it towards the Edmonton net. That gets blocked, and Podkolzin can wheel in behind the goal. On the right wing, Connor Brown, now to Nurse.
Draisaitl stopped skating at the blue line and in the opposition zone, and they started a transition. This is not the team you want to stop skating against. Not to tell somebody how to do their job, but this team can really skate.
Nurse snaps a pass to Nugent Hopkins. Gets the puck in on the right to Kapanen. Kapanen tried to do a tight turn and lost an edge. Malinsky will flip it out. Glove down by Bouchard. Off the glass and out of the zone. Center ice. Malinsky. It's into the Oiler and lost it to Bouchard. He'll go across to Ekholm as he comes up the left wing. Into the Colorado end, top of the circle. O'Connor took it towards the boards. Nugent Hopkins has it pinned up against the boards. Now, as it does come loose, top of the circle, Nugent Hopkins trying to bat that thing down low. and finally does. It goes by McDavid, so Bouchard will pinch in. Kiviranta off the right wing side and out. O'Connor had it shoved towards him with Ekholm on him. Then Ekholm loses his stick. Puck gets shot in. Stuart Skinner will set it behind the net.
You remember Kiviranta with that hat trick out of nowhere for Dallas and back in 1920 in the bubble in Edmonton. How's that an icing?
I don't know. Pass by Bouchard goes all the way down.
But Calvin DeHaan sits there and grabs. And there's Matthias Janmark going, he's asking the same thing. How's that icing? When the guy sits there and tackles me as I'm about to play the puck. And he's still talking about it. And Stripes wants no part of it.
Minute 58 gone here in the second. Oilers and Colorado tied up at 1. Face off to the right of Stuart Skinner. Came up some big saves in that first period.
He had a good period.
Yep. Henrique wins the draw.
Oilers won 75% of face-offs in the first period, Cap.
Puck flipped out to center ice. Middlestad in on the right wing. We'll give it to Kovalenko to the middle. Can't get a shot away. He was being pestered by Jeff Skinner.
Excellent backtrack there by Skinner to help support the play defensively.
Yeah, Marco's in behind the net. Now gets away from Nichushkin. Flies up the right wing. In over the Colorado blue line. Goes to the right corner. DeHaan poked it off his stick, but a penalty coming up.
High sticking call. Getting clipped on the play was Ekholm. Oilers get their first chance in the power play. They went 2 for 3 at the extra man last night, Cam. Edmonton's power play has slowly moved up. It's at 18.3%. That's 22nd in the league. Of course, 2 years ago it was at 32.4. And Colorado's a bad face-off team. They're at 43.9 on the season. That's second last in the league. And they got the third worst penalty kill at 71%. And when you got the worst save percentage, that sort of coincides with those numbers. And wow. I can understand what that was. There's been some non-calls that maybe could have been penalties. That was a little bit of a surprise that one that got called. But the Oilers got to win the draw.
Yeah.
So they flipped McDavid over to the left side hash, put Nugent Hopkins in the middle bumper roll, and it worked effectively against Arizona.
Nichushkin off for the high stick. Power play brought to you by Atco Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. Puck clear down the ice.
Just whammy Draisaitl. He's gone 6-1 on faceoffs.
Bouchard brings it out, bumps it back to McDavid, comes through the middle, brings the puck in over the line. Left wing now to Nugent Hopkins. He's top of the circle to Bouchard. They get it across to Draisaitl into the corner. McDavid to Draisaitl. His shot, and it's saved by Georgiev with the right pad. Puck back to the blue line. Bouchard winds up, hammers it wide of the net. Puck hacked near the blue line. It doesn't get out. Draisaitl down low for Perry. Now on the right. It gets by McDavid. Kept in by Bouchard. To the left side to Nugent Hopkins. Now to Perry in the corner. Back to the blue line to Bouchard. Left wing to Draisaitl. Top of the circle. Side of the net McDavid. Nugent Hopkins in front of the net. McDavid after it. So is Perry. But Georgiev able to cover it up. 1:06 to go in the Edmonton power play.
And that time it was Draisaitl over on the left side instead of McDavid. So they're keeping them guessing in terms of where they're attacking downhill on the power play from. Which flank Leon and Connor are on. Leon's often been in his kill zone on the right side hash, and Nugent Hopkins has often been on the left side hash.
Face off to the left of Georgiev. Wagner taking the draw against Draisaitl.
He lost another.
Yep. Puck goes to Girard. He gets it down the ice.
Leon's frustrated. I mean, again, you're 6-1. He's dropped 2 straight here in the power play.
Bouchard to McDavid. Into the Colorado end down the left wing corner. Pass to the slot to Perry. The high slot. Now across to Draisaitl into the corner. McDavid. Out to Bouchard. One-time shot. That one was blocked. Went off at Kiviranta. Back to the right wing point. Bouchard to McDavid. To the right corner. Draisaitl. Pass in front of the net. Off his stick. Bounces to the left wing. And it's McDavid up to the blue line. He's going to get checked by Kiviranta.
I think that miscommunication between Bouchard and Connor there.
15 seconds left to go in the man advantage. We're tied at 1. We're 4:15 into the second period. Nurse on the left wing will dump it in. It rims, comes right out to Jeff Skinner, and shot kicked out by Georgiev. Puck on the right side. Stetcher shot saved by Georgiev. Puck goes to the side of the goal. Penalty is over. Connor Brown has it right wing. Gives it to Henrique. Back to the blue line to Brown. Doesn't have a shooting lane.
He's got to shoot it right away there.
Pops it off to Stetcher, and his shot blocked by Makar. He gets it out. Stetcher through the middle, missed Skinner and Henrique. It's icing against Edmonton.
Can't make that play. It's a free up. 2-on-1, missed it.
Face-off will be to the right of Stuart Skinner. There's the line of Henrique Brown and Jeff Skinner has to stay out there with Stetcher and Nurse.
Need a saw-off here on this draw for Edmonton. They got their top guys on the ice.
Henrique, that goes off his stick in the neutral zone into the Oiler bench.
Beats the 73 out-of-town scoreboard. Bakersfield Condors trail Ontario 3-1. That is in Bakersfield after 1. And the last score we have from the Western Hockey League, where there's 7,400?
It's about 7,400.
Edmonton Oil Kings are up 4-0 over the Prince George Cougars. Grayson Sachin with the goal and assist in that game.
Oil Kings are at home to Brandon tomorrow at 4 p.m. at Rogers Place. Puck at center ice. McKinnon into the Oilers zone. Top of the circle, stops up, and that's poked off his stick by Pod Colson. Off the boards and out. Malinsky to center. Shoot it in. It goes over to the left wing. Top of the circle. Derek Ryan there for Edmonton. He'll come down the right side. At the blue line. Will push it to the end boards. Malinsky got it around, but Kulak had pinched down. Puck does come out. Ekholm has to go in behind the Edmonton net. Throws the brakes on to shake off Middlestad. Long pass off the stick of Janmark. Ludwig on the right to Middlestad, then broken up by Ekholm before he could get to Nichushkin. And Matthias Ekholm will shoot it in off the stick of Nichushkin. Stopping him behind the net, Malinsky. The left wing for Kovalenko. He got dumped down by Bouchard. Be a tripping call against Evan Bouchard. And the second power play of the evening for Colorado.
Evan got away with one late in the first period. He didn't get away with that one that time.
Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Colorado, their one goal. It was on the power play. They're 1 for 1.
Playing with fire. Yep.
Tied at 1 here in the second period. Henrique and Nugent Hopkins out with Emberson and Ekholm. Middlestad to take the draw for Colorado. Puck goes to Matthias Ekholm. Goes in behind the net, rims it on the left side, around the glass, and all the way down the ice. Makar out from behind his goal, up the right wing to Rantanen. He's got it at the Colorado blue line. Now to Nathan McKinnon. McKinnon will bring the puck in on the right wing. Off the right wing boards to the blue line to Makar. Makar brings it to the middle. Left wing corner to McKinnon. Hopped over his stick. Nichushkin on the left wing to Middlestad. To the blue line to Makar. To Middlestad. Now to McKinnon. Left wing towards the net. And that shot goes wide as Nichushkin was in front trying to provide the screen. Ekholm blasts it off the glass. It hits Makar. It stays in to Rantanen on the right wing. Fires it across. McKinnon on the left side. Waiting. Stick handling. But then Nugent Hopkins comes in. Has to get it back to the point. Taves. His pass hit Henrique. Goes to McKinnon on the left wing. Back to the blue line. Makar to the right. To Rantanen. To Makar. Now over to McKinnon. Cross ice pass. It hit a skate. Went to Makar. Over to McKinnon. One timer. It misses and goes around the boards and down the ice.
Oilers are going to get a full change in here. But man, does Colorado put you under duress? It's just the tempo and the pace that they play with. Edmonton's more deliberate right now. When they're on the power play, Colorado, there's a frenetic energy to it.
Middlestad will get it into Rantanen. His shot blocked by Nurse. 30 seconds left to go on the man advantage. Puck on the right wing side in the Oilers zone. Nichushkin behind the net. We're tied at 1 here in the second period. To McKinnon off the left wing boards to the blue line to Taves on the right. Randy, one-timer pad save made by Skinner. And up the left side, it's Connor Brown to get it out. It's got Janmark with him. In over the line. Middlestad closing the gap. Brown trying to protect the puck on the left wing, and now just dump it in behind the goal. Taves skating through the middle. Taves, his pass, glances off the stick of Lehkonen. Stuart Skinner to Matthias Ekholm. The penalty is done. Up to center ice to McDavid. Now to Draisaitl. Comes in. His pass to the middle off the stick of Taves. And the puck out to center ice. Colorado 1 for 2 with the man advantage. Emberson behind the Edmonton net. Up the left wing to Ekholm. It gets to the top of the circle. They're able to bounce it just to the line and out. As they battle along the boards. Draisaitl back to Ekholm. Forced back by Ivan across to Emberson. Up to the blue line. Kovalenko kept it in. He'll give it to Ivan towards the net. And that goes off the stick. Ivan follows the play. Can't get a shot through. Ludwig on the right point. Will shoot it. Stick save by Skinner. At the top of the circle. Draisaitl up the right wing. Draisaitl, and that's offside against the Oilers as we've played 8 minutes, 51 seconds of the second. Tied at 1. The Oilers taking on the Avalanche. We'll be right back from the Ball Arena here in Denver. Sport Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network. Tied at 1, the Oilers and the Avalanche. 8:51 gone in the second. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer here at the Ball Arena in Denver. Both goals coming in the first period. Kovalenko for Colorado, Kapanen for Edmonton.
Both teams not capitalizing on a power play. Both teams having looks on the power play. If you're Chris McFarland, you're wondering what your team would look like if you had Duran and Miles Wood and Ross Colton in the lineup and potentially Landeskog. And if you're the Oilers, you're starting to play a little better. But what about the likes of Hyman and Arvidsson and Kane?
Puck dumped into the Oilers zone. It goes off of Kapanen and out. Taves at center ice. He'll shoot it back in. Rides up on the glass.
And this is a different team without Manson either. It should be stated.
True.
He is out. That's a big D-man for them.
He got hurt last night in Dallas. Puck to the neutral zone. Brought in Lehkonen. He'll give it to McKinnon. Now back to Girard. Comes to the left wing corner. Across to McKinnon. Waiting. The shot. Glove save made by Skinner. He holds on to it as McKinnon is denied. Trying to go upstairs on Stuart Skinner.
Yeah, good stop from Stewart, but a great stop, pop, and drop there. And McKinnon from 35 feet out shoots through the screen of Connor McDavid and fighting that off with Stuart Skinner. That's one of his best saves of the game.
9.5 gone here in the second. Tied at 1.
So here we are thinking, well, two of the teams with the worst save percentages in the league. The goalies have been really good so far in this game. It's kind of the way it works.
That's how it goes, yeah. Face off to the left of Skinner. Nichushkin to the point. The shot skips towards the net. Kicked out by Skinner. After Malinsky let it go from the left wing point. Kovalenko to the blue line to Girard. And he'll spin around. Podkolzin was right there. And the puck will go to Stetcher. And he'll give the puck to Draisaitl. Now in over the Colorado line. Down the right wing across to Nurse. And shot. That one hit Podkolzin and shot. And a pad save made by Georgiev.
I thought that play was offside, but it wasn't.
Kovalenko into the Oilers zone through the slot and runs into Nurse and Stetcher and has that puck taken away from him. And Stetcher over to Nurse. Out to Draisaitl at the Edmonton blue line. Back into his own end. Ship-off is on him, but Draisaitl shakes him off. And now down the right wing into the Colorado zone. Right side to the blue line. Emberson shot, and that one pinballs in front of the net.
That hurt Corey Perry.
Hit Perry right in front, and the puck down the right wing.
Oilers might be down and forward here. That's looking good.
Up the right side to Derek Ryan after a strong forecheck by Wagner of the Avalanche.
Well, Wagner will run, guys. We know that.
In the neutral zone, Ryan into Colorado territory. To the right wing corner, Kajula after it. He'll get it back to the blue line to Emberson. Emberson down low. Kajula couldn't get a shot through it. Roll to Georgiev. He'll cover it up. with 8 minutes and 56 seconds left to go here in the second. The Oilers and the Avalanche are all tied at 1. We're going to take a break from the Ball Arena here in Denver. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network. Hockey is back at the Ball Arena in Denver. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We are in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling. Home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. Tied at 1 with 8:56 to go in the second period. Face-off will be in the Colorado end to the left of Georgiev. Oil Kings up 5-0 on Prince George in the third period at Rogers Place.
Bakersfield down 3-1 after 1 in Bakersfield.
Adam Henrique to take this draw.
It's been a pretty evenly played game, all things considered.
Shots are 17-14 for Edmonton. At one point, they were 10-5 for Colorado.
Yeah.
Janmark off the right wing boards to Emberson. His shot and a glove save made by Georgiev. He'll hold on to it. But you're right. It's been even game. And a good pace to the game.
Yeah, well, Colorado can ski. Yeah. We know that. I mean, think of who's out for them, too. Like Miles Wood can fly.
Ludwig up the left wing, got it out. Emberson's pass hit a stick. Go over to O'Connor on the right wing. His shot, that's booted out by Skinner. Ivan with it on the left wing. It's mashed on the boards by Emberson. Puck came free to DeHaan. DeHaan shoots towards the net, hit Emberson, loose puck in front, and fired off a Skinner by Kiviranta.
Emberson's having a real tough shift there. Turned the puck over twice and then got a bad bounce right after.
Emberson up the right wing to Henrique. Hit right at the Colorado blue line by DeHaan. Puck along the boards. Ludwig will get it out. It'll go down the ice. It'll be icing against Colorado. 8:05 to go in the second. Tied at 1. And
he's done his best work in penalty killing. That's where we've seen the progression with Ty Emberson. I mean, he did put up 34 points in the AHL 1 year, sort of as a second power play option on defense. You wonder whether or not, once he gets settled defensively, first thing, defenseman's got to be able to do is play defense. He's helping out in the penalty kill. Do we start to see him gain a little bit more confidence with the puck over time? Or is it just too much of an adjustment jumping up from, being an American leaguer to an NHLer?
Just his 52nd NHL game here tonight. Shot by Bouchard wide of the net. Ekholm attempting to keep it in, but O'Connor jams it off the boards and out. Kapanen at the Edmonton blue line. Up the left wing, Matthias Ekholm. Dumps it in off the left wing boards. Ludwig goes in behind his net. In pursuit is Connor McDavid. Ludwig up the left wing and his stick lifted. Now gets the puck on the left side to Rantanen. He'll shoot it in. Ekholm in behind the Edmonton goal. 7.5 to go in the second. Tied at 1. The right wing to Bouchard. Down to his center ice to McDavid. He'll give it to Nugent Hopkins. Comes in over the line on the right. Back to Bouchard. Working towards the net. Over to McDavid. In front of the net. That one just goes off a Kapanen and wide.
Put the puck on the net, Connor. Yeah, he had him wide open, but he was right. I mean, point blank, 25 feet out.
Cleared out. Nugent Hopkins comes in on the left wing. He'll shoot it in. Georgiev out of his net to stop it. Puts it up on the glass. Lehkonen made sure that it got out. Nurse at top of the circle in his own end. Up the left wing to Nugent Hopkins. Now to Draisaitl into the Colorado zone. Lost the puck. Middlestad will get it out. Nurse to Draisaitl. Shooting it in. Hot Colson recovers in the right wing corner. Back to the point. Stetcher over to Nurse. His shot tipped on net. Georgiev the stop, and he's able to squeeze it with 6:34 to go in the second. The game tied at 1.
Connor Brown playing a bit up the lineup. Obviously, the Oilers don't have Zach Hyman. We think Hyman's close, perhaps closer than Victor Arvidsson. But, the Oilers are playing with their top 2 right wings not in the lineup. And another top 6 forward, Noah Vander Kane. And then you look at Colorado, they got a bunch of guys out too, including Colton, who was off to a great start for them. But Brown playing further up the lineup in a little bit more offensive role. And he was on the Oilers' 4th line for the majority of last season.
Left wing point, Nurse. Around the boards, behind the net, to Draisaitl, to the right wing, up to the top of the circle, now to the slot. His shot saved by Georgiev. The rebound put on net by Stetcher. Georgiev stopped that too. Podkolzin to Draisaitl, cross ice to Brown, back to the blue line to Stetcher, to the middle. His shot tipped, scores! Vasily Podkolzin with a perfect redirection, and the Oilers have a 2-1 lead.
Well, but Colson kept the play alive, got it to Draisaitl. Draisaitl threw the seam over to Brown. Brown to Stetcher at the point. Yeah, and that's a clean goal all the way.
That's goals in 3 straight for Podkolzin.
It's not close. It's a good goal.
13:48, time of the goal. As Vasily Podkolzin has to pick it out of the air to redirect it by Georgiev. And the Edmonton Oilers have a 2-1 lead on the Colorado Avalanche.
It's that dreaded scoreline that you just can't stop for the opposition. But Colson from Stetcher and Connor Brown.
Kulak off the draw, up the left side. It goes off his stick, right to Corey Perry. Good to see him back out there after getting drilled by a puck. The puck goes to the right wing corner, now in behind the Colorado net. Ludwig gets it around the boards. Kulak keeping it in. DeHaan taken to the corner, and Kajula gets a loose.
No, that's going to be Perry for the reach.
Perry, yep. Perry's going to the box.
You know what? And Corey's a wily veteran, but you're up against an opponent this good. It's a tough call after you just gained a lead.
All right, we'll take a break. 5:46 to go in the second period. 2-1 Oilers lead. They'll be shorthanded when we come back from the Ball Arena in Denver. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network. Looking for 2-1 Oilers lead. 5:46 to go in the second. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer here at the Ball Arena. Corey Perry goes to the box for Edmonton. Third power play of the evening for Colorado. They're 1 for 2 with the man advantage.
Yeah, not a good play by Corey Perry. Your team just got the lead. You don't want to put them out there with the extra man, and that's what's happened.
Off the left wing, McKinnon in front of the net, off the stick of Nichushkin. It goes wide. Rantanen has it on the right wing to the point. Gave it to Makar. Back to Rantanen. In the right wing corner to the blue line to Cale Makar. To Rantanen on the right side to Middlestad. Pressured by Nugent Hopkins. Puck near the blue line. Makar kept it in. Bounced it in behind the net. Rantanen tying up. It comes free. Ekholm will get it out and down the ice.
Excellent work by Emberson. Again, back behind the goal. He fences off one player and then gets the support there from Ekholm for the clear.
Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. 2-1 Oiler lead here in the second period. It hits Janmark's stick, goes into the Colorado bench.
And I know Janmark took a penalty early in the game that led to the Avalanche lone goal from their second unit, albeit. But he has tremendous anticipation when he's out on the PK. He's usually the second forward group out because they're not out there to take. But that pairing really reads and reacts well together.
Good job by Brown off the draw to fire it down the ice. Makar to McKinnon. Down the right wing, into the Oiler end. Drops it to Rantanen. Into the corner to McKinnon. Back to the point to Makar. Right wing to Rantanen. Into the corner. Nichushkin holding on to it. Banks it up the right wing for Rantanen. Rantanen in behind the Edmonton net, then gave it away to Kulak. And on the backhand, he'll get it down the ice.
That's a solid raid by Nurse as he angled his man off and Kulak cleaned it up.
30 seconds left to go in the penalty to Corey Perry. 2-1 Edmonton leads. 4:10 to go in the second period. Puck turned over. Kapanen to Podkolzin, and he'll dump it down the ice.
So a penalty killing shift here in the third unit for Kapanen.
Carr out from behind his net. Drops it to Girard. Girard rimming the puck into the Edmonton zone. Ekholm up against the boards for Kovalenko. Trying to work this thing loose. Penalty over. Perry is out there. Colorado 1 for 3 on the power play. They still have it tied up along the corner boards inside the Edmonton zone.
They don't blow it here.
Still working it. Corey Perry has joined the mix. Puck hit Ivan. Podkolzin got dumped down. Penalty coming up. Kovalenko knocked Podkolzin to the ice. Going to be a cross-checking call, and with 3:22 to go in the second, Oilers have a 2-1 lead. They'll go on the power play.
Oh, a bit of a frustrated Kovalenko there.
As they battled for on the boards, and eventually, Kovalenko just comes in and drills Podkolzin with the cross check.
Now, one of the things that hurt the Oilers the last power play, what happened?
Well,
they lost 2 consecutive draws. Not having to chase the puck back in their own zone.
Face off to the right of Georgiev. Power play presented by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. Draisaitl wins the draw. Puck goes to Bouchard. Brings it to the middle.
Get it to the net.
Under the left wing corner. Perry hit up against the boards. Sent around near the line. A 2-on-1 shorthanded down the right wing. Wagner down that right side to the middle. Didn't get a shot. He goes flying into the net. Spun around Stuart Skinner and knocked the net off the mooring.
And just so you know, Wagner plays hard. He's a greasy player. Some guys in the league would say he plays on the edge of it. That's how he finds a way to stay in the league. He's not a big man. And he took it hard to the hole there.
They never got a shot away.
And he took a piece out of Stuart Skinner.
Nugent Hopkins followed up, put the pressure on, gave Wagner a shot, and he went right into Skinner.
Sometimes that's a penalty in this league.
Yeah.
Right? In fact, look where the draw's coming.
It'll be just outside the Colorado blue line.
But they won the draw, and Nugent Hopkins didn't put the puck to the net right away, and they had a chance. And then the strip ended up taking place. You cannot pass the league. As good as the Oilers' power play has been, can't be too predictable. And get pucks to the net. That's how you score.
Bouchard to McDavid. Into the Colorado end. Now on the left wing to Nugent Hopkins. Back to the blue line to Bouchard. To Nugent Hopkins. To the corner to McDavid. In front of the net. He was looking for Perry with the tap in. He hit his stick. Comes back to the point. Bouchard across to Nugent Hopkins. To Evan Bouchard. To Ryan Nugent Hopkins. Left wing corner McDavid. Goes in behind the net to the right. Up the right side. Across to Nugent Hopkins. It was in his skates. Couldn't get the shot away. Puck in the left wing corner. 2-1 Oilers lead here in the second. To Corey Perry. Right wing corner now to Draisaitl. To the blue line to McDavid. Right point. Bouchard across to McDavid. Down the left wing. Looking for Draisaitl. Off the stick of Taves. And it goes out of play.
What was he doing last night from there? Shooting. Not passing through 2 sticks.
53 seconds left to go in the penalty to Kovalenko. Shots now 22-17 for Edmonton. They're up 2-1.
Today, the Suns defeated the Warriors 100. With 2 minutes, 15 seconds left in the second period, the Edmonton Oilers are beating the Colorado Avalanche 2-1.
He will shoot. There's no question he's going to put it to the net.
McDavid's got to take the draw. Wins it to Draisaitl along the blue line to Ekholm on the left wing point. Cross on the right to McDavid to Draisaitl to McDavid. Got to the middle, didn't get a shot. The penalty coming up, and it's going against Connor McDavid. It's going to be a roughing call. So we'll go 4-on-4. For 40 seconds.
No, you don't want to lose momentum on the power play. And Calvin and DeHaan reacted like he'd been shot.
So we'll go 4-on-4.
You got him with a little bit of a glove.
Get him with the right hand into the yapper.
That happens.
That happens. That's right. You gotta let them know you're there.
Give them the stick.
Face off to the right of Skinner. Puck back to the point. Caves to Girard on the left. Brings it to the middle. Goes over to the right side. Now down the right wing. He'll center it. It's off of Ekholm. Puck on the right wing boards. Middlestad to the blue line. For Taves to Middlestad. Middlestad back to Taves. To Middlestad on the right point. To Taves as he came down the left side, but it went off his stick before he got the chance. To the blue line for Middlestad. Now on the right to Girard as we're 4-on-4. Girard will take it out of the zone.
Oilers need to realize they're going to be shorthanded here in 10 seconds.
Middlestad loops back at center. Now over to the right wing. Lost it at the blue line. Penalty over. Colorado on the power play. Puck shot back into the Colorado zone. This penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Puck comes out to center ice. Connor Brown breaks it up, shoots it all the way down. 2-1 Oilers lead. We are coming up to the last minute here in the second period. McKinnon, get the puck in on the left wing for Lehkonen. Kulak got it free to Nurse, rims it hard on the glass and down the ice. Georgiev will set it behind the net. Cale Makar brings it out. 42 seconds left to go here in the second period. Makar dances his way in over the blue line. Comes down the left wing. Kulak now spins him into the corner. It's up against the boards. Comes loose to the side of the net. Rimmed hard by Nugent Hopkins. Past Rantanen, and it gets out. McKinnon, tight turn in his own zone. Shook off Janmark. McKinnon into the Oiler end, over to the right wing, cross ice pass, that's broken up. Ekholm will start a rush, he's got Henrique with him. It's a 2-on-1, in over the line, Henrique. The pass from Ekholm, and that hops over his stick. 4 seconds left to go in the period. Down the right wing, Rantanen waiting, shoots towards the net, it's blocked, and the period comes to a close. Penalty is done to McDavid. The Oilers will take a 2-1 lead to the dressing room through 40 minutes. So hard-fought second period. The Oilers get the only goal. How about Vasily Podkolzin? He's got goals in 3 straight games. And a Gerard on the forecheck. It comes free to Draisaitl behind the net to Podkolzin. He'll take it to the left. Off the left wing boards to Nurse on the point. His snapshot misses on the short side. Goes over to the right wing, and it's Draisaitl to the top of the circle with it. He can get to the middle. He'll get a backhand away. Kicked out by Georgiev to the right point. Stetcher shot, and Georgiev the save. He'll hold on to it. 32 seconds into the third period.
Well, you'll take that all day. You're going against, a top line that features 2 of the top 10 scorers in the league. McKinnon and Rantanen out there, Lehkonen and man-oh-man. Oilers had zone time. They got 3 shots on goal. It's an excellent sequence for Edmonton to start period number 3. And now you come back with McDavid's line with Nugent Hopkins and Kapanen.
Kapanen, a goal scorer here tonight for Edmonton, along with Podkolzin. McDavid to take this draw against Parker Kelly. And the puck to the right point. Bouchard shot. That got blocked. Hit Kiviranta. Puck to the left wing. It's Nugent Hopkins cycling to McDavid. It goes off his stick. It's in behind the net. Kapanen got to it. To the right wing corner. Kasperi Kapanen in behind the goal to the left. Centering pass right through the skates of Nugent Hopkins. And Kiviranta is able to clear it out. Bouchard back into his own end. To Ekholm up the right wing. Now to McDavid. McDavid into the Colorado zone. Goes to the right wing corner. That's hacked away from him. And Kiviranta cross ice to Makar at center ice. He'll bounce it into the Oilers zone. Kulak on the end boards. To the left side. Will get it out. Ludwig at his own blue line. Over to Girard. Girard. Cross ice pass on the right. Goes to Middlestad. Comes into the Oiler end out of Kovalenko to the right wing corner. Kovalenko with Henrique right on him. Puck does come free and it's sent to the blue line. Girard, his shot, glove save made by Skinner. Couldn't hold on to it. It gets over to the left wing. It's top of the circle. Went off the stick of Janmark. Kovalenko will put it off the corner boards. Kulak up the left wing. Directed out by Jeff Skinner. Almost 2 minutes gone here in the third. 2-1 Oilers lead. Nichushkin just inside the Edmonton blue line. Got it to the middle of the ice. Kajula will bring it out. Give it to Ryan. Into the Colorado end. Dumps it in behind the net. Goes to Middlestad on the left wing. Up to the blue line where Stetcher kept it in for the Oilers. To Draisaitl, left side. Fires it around to the right wing with Nurse off the end boards behind the net. Got it to Ryan. Centering pass. Hit a stick. It'll go to Rantanen. He'll come down the left wing. Rantanen into the Oilers zone. Throws the brakes on. Pass across to Makar. Now on the left to McKinnon. He'll whip that across. It was in behind Malinsky. Shot from the point. Saved by Skinner. And right on the doorstep, another opportunity. And Skinner stopped that too. As Draisaitl will clear it out. Lehkonen with a couple of chances on the rebounds.
Well, that line can get you at any time. You got to have your head on a swivel when they're out in the ice.
McKinnon at his own blue. And it's a stick and he just rockets into the Avalanche bench. Didn't hit anybody. 2 minutes, 57 seconds gone here in the third. Almost hit Mark Rycroft, who's doing color on the Avalanche television. He's between the benches.
Now, you have history with Mark Rycroft.
Yes, he played for the Nanaimo Clippers when I was there doing play-by-play / goalie coach, which isn't a regular type of job. But
Chris McFarland, as you know, the general manager now of Colorado, was the assistant GM in Columbus when Scott Housen went in there. So Scott promoted him. They won an AHL championship.
Yeah.
But guess who is their head coach?
Who's their head coach?
Well, the guy that's coaching the team right now, a guy you know.
Jerry Bednar. Played with him in Saskatoon. Tough customer from Humboldt. Puck in behind the Avalanche net. It's McDavid to the right wing. Up the right side of the blue line to Bouchard. His shot off a stick and it goes wide of the net. Kapanen gets it in behind the goal. From the right wing to McDavid. Back to the point for Bouchard. A snapshot. That whistles over the net. Goes off the glass.
That was a real good look for a chance for deflection redirection there. Give it to him right now.
Cleared out. It's Bouchard on the right wing to McDavid. Into the Avalanche zone. Got it to the right corner. Ludwig helps it around the boards. Jeff Skinner came in for Edmonton. Puck behind the net to Hahn rimming it. Won't get out. Emerson kept it in. Behind the goal to Skinner. Comes to the right side. Off the right wing boards to the blue line. Emerson across to Kulak. His shot. Scores! Brett Kulak from the left wing point. With a snapshot, they go short side upstairs, and the Oilers have a 3-1 lead.
Well, Jeff Skinner did a great job there, and he's had some tough moments here in the last couple of weeks, but he was able to spin the puck back from a point. The Oilers worked it around. I think
that hit something.
It definitely hit something, and just judging by the reaction, I wonder if it was Janmark. Whatever the case, the Oilers have got a 3-1 lead with a pair of goals off of pucks that were deflected off of point shots.
I don't know if that hit a Colorado stick or an Edmonton stick. Jeff Skinner was going to the front. Janmark was in the vicinity.
If it's Skinner's goal, it's his fifth.
We'll wait for the call. They went short side, upstairs on Georgiev. Edmonton up 3-1. 3:56, time of the goal down the right wing. Draisaitl into Colorado territory. Right side to Podkolzin to Draisaitl, back to the left wing point. Nurse will give it to Stetcher. Off the boards to Podkolzin down low. On the right wing to Draisaitl. Cycles the puck to Podkolzin. Up to the blue line. Gives it to Draisaitl. He'll go cross ice, and that just missed the intended target, which was Troy Stetcher. And Malinsky will get it up to center ice, he'll shoot it in. Takes a hard hit from Nurse.
Got all of them.
Puck up the right wing to Connor Brown. To the Colorado zone. Along the right wing boards. Went loose to Middlestad.
They're saying Kulak from Emerson and Skinner right now. I think that might change.
That might change. 3-1, Oilers are up. That we know. Puck brought in. Kovalenko goes in behind the Edmonton goal. Over to the right. Stops it behind the net. Pass hits a stick. It's back on the point. Taves kept it in. Low to Middlestad. Goes to the right corner. Kulak pestering him. Puck back to the blue line. Makar on the right wing. To Nichushkin across the line to Middlestad. Gets run into by Perry. Puck turned over, and it's Kulak to float it out to center. McCarr with it inside his own blue line.
Well, don't give him any legs. No reaching fractions, no nothing.
Oh, off the stick of Nichushkin. Puck goes deep into the Oilers' zone. Nichushkin will come up with it in the right corner. Got it to the boards. For Ship-Off, we'll get the puck to the middle, but there's nobody there for the Avalanche. It does come out. To Hahn, over to Ludwig. Cross ice for Ship-Off. We'll get to center ice, shoot it in. Ekholm in behind the Edmonton net up to the top of the circle, but that's kept in. Close to DeHaan, left point, his shot, stick save made by Stuart Skinner. 3-1 Oilers lead. Here in the third. McDavid cuts it right up the middle. Gives it to Ekholm, back to McDavid. Over the line to Nugent Hopkins, his shot blocked and just hopped over the stick of Kapanen. He had a wide open net, but it was a bouncing puck. It goes to the right wing corner in the Colorado zone. Up against the boards, McDavid to the blue line to Bouchard. He's on the right. Over to the left to Ekholm. Barely kept it in, but got the puck to the left wing corner. Ludwig there for Colorado, and away from the play, Ekholm was into it a bit.
Coincidentals.
Yep. I was right in front of the Colorado bench as he was tied up with Wagner. We've played 6 minutes and 35 seconds of the third. 3-1, the Oilers lead the Avalanche. Offsetting minors coming up. We'll be right back from the Ball Arena here in Denver. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Believing in yourself takes confidence. At Portage College, 93% of grads say their education gave them the skills and knowledge they needed for their careers. That's the kind of confidence that leads to great results. Learn more at portagecollege.ca.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. As a musician, I'm drawn to the sounds of this great province. Whether it's the wind blowing down the Rockies, the rustling of grass.
3-1 Oilers lead. 6 minutes, 35 seconds gone in the third. Cam Little on with Bob Stauffer. We're at the Ball Arena here in Denver, Colorado.
This should be good. 4-on-4 here. Look who's on the ice for these two teams.
Draisaitl, McDavid, Nurse, Bouchard for Edmonton. McKinnon, Nichushkin, McCarr, and Taves on the ice for Colorado.
Pair of 14s in the box. If you're Colorado, that's a good trade-off. You got Chris Wagner taking off Matthias Ekholm, one of the Oilers' 23-minute-a-game defensemen.
Nichushkin has it in his own end. He'll leave it to Taves. Go-ahead goal by Kulak as it sits right now. 3:50, or the 3-1 goal by Kulak as it sits right now. Puck into the Oilers zone. On the left wing, Taves back to the point for McCarr. Off the left wing boards, it's McKinnon. So McCarr's come in from the left point position, goes in behind the net with it. Over to the right wing. Now McDavid on him, throws the brakes on. He gets knocked down, and it's Draisaitl getting a loose puck up the right wing to Bouchard. In over the Colorado line. Has it on the right wing. To the right wing point to Nurse, but it hops over his stick and comes out.
Two guys that are going to play for Team Canada in the upcoming Four Nations Cup. McDavid and McCarr going at it.
Draisaitl in on the zone on the right wing corner to McDavid. The shot, and he hammers it. And I don't know if that hit Georgiev or not, but it went out of play. It probably did from an incredibly sharp angle.
Well, that was the opposite of what's been working effectively for the Oilers. Is it's often McDavid to Draisaitl in the kill zone. That time they reversed it right from the end line. McDavid rifled one. If that gets a piece of Georgiev, it's in the net. Pizza 73 out of town. Shout out for a shutout tonight for Parker Snell of the Edmonton Oil Kings. 29 saves. Oil Kings all over Prince George. 5-0 the final.
Oil Kings at home tomorrow afternoon against Brandon. 4 o'clock at Rogers Place. Puck on the left wing point. Kulak to Brown, and he's got to come out. Oilers will regroup. Connor Brown to Ty Emberson. Another 49 seconds in the 4-on-4. 3-1 Edmonton leads. Emberson gets hit by Malinsky. Puck gets to the corner. Nugent Hopkins to Brown. Brown couldn't get a centering pass. And Rantanen won't clear it out. Nugent Hopkins was there, and he gets it low to Brown. Comes down the right wing. Brown to Nugent Hopkins. Shot, save, rebound, and just poked wide by Nugent Hopkins. He batted it out of the air.
Good work from that tandem, though.
Puck on the right wing. Brown got it behind the net. Rantanen will bring it out for Colorado. Rantanen into the Oilers zone to Taves. Now to Makar, down the left wing. We'll go to the net. A shot. And Stuart Skinner the save. Nichushkin has it left wing, top of the circle in the Oilers zone. To the left wing point to Taves. Now to Makar. Makar, snapshot. Didn't get through. Lots of traffic. We're back to 5-on-5. Makar, left side to Nichushkin. And just getting a piece with Stuart Skinner. Cleared out by Janmark. Henrique able to push it into Colorado territory. Nichushkin left side for Taves. Around the boards in his own zone. To Makar. Up the right wing to Nichushkin. Down the left wing, McKinnon into the Oiler end. Goes in behind the net. McKinnon to the right. McKinnon stops. His pass goes on net. Hits Skinner. He'll cover it. 10:50 to go in the third. 3-1. Edmonton leading.
Such an explosive driver, Nathan McKinnon.
When he throws the burners on, it's...
You know what? In McDavid's case, he's so fast, but he's rangier, right? Whereas McKinnon kind of more... It's powerful. It's the power. He kind of bullies his way up in that drive, right? Like you watch Connor McDavid...
With 10 minutes, 50 seconds left in the third period, the Edmonton Oilers are beating the Colorado Avalanche 3-1.
Center ice and dump it in. An offside.
By the way, it's Bo's birthday today.
Really?
Yeah, 62. I believe. I thought I saw that somewhere. Has to be true.
Offside against the Oilers. One of the greatest athletes.
Oh, come on, man.
We ever watched.
One?
It's like unbelievable.
What did Charles Barkley say over at Auburn? Stay out of the gym. I don't need to be the second best basketball player here.
He was so good at two sports. Like, it was unbelievable.
State the Avalanche. He is 62 today.
62.
There you go.
Walensky with it inside his own blue line. Up the right wing. Now gets the middle stat. Down the right side. The shot and the save made by Skinner is down the right wing. That shot by McKinnon just wired it towards the net. Skinner got it off.
Yeah, good stop. He fought that one off.
It's right off the left shoulder. Face off to the left is Stuart Skinner. Shots 26-24 for Edmonton. They're up 3-1.
But we're seeing the push here. A little bit more desperation.
Face off in the Edmonton zone. And Ekholm will get it out. Clumped down by Taves. Put it back into the Oiler end. Bouchard to Ekholm. Up the left wing to Podkolzin. Cross ice pass. Too far for Draisaitl. Hacked back out. Shot in by Bouchard. Oilers got a tag up. As Taves. Cross to Makar. Now through the middle. Lehkonen tried to one-touch it. It's picked off by Draisaitl. Give it to Bouchard. He'll come up the right wing. Now cut to the middle. Getting in over the line. Will shoot it. And it was partially slowed up, but the save by Georgiev on the left wing. Podkolzin to the point. That went off the skate of McDavid. It comes out. McDavid then picks the puck out of the air. It'll go to Emberson. Give it to McDavid. He winds it up through the neutral zone. Peeled off his stick, though, and it's Kovalenko into the Oiler end. Down the right wing. A backhand off the shoulder of Skinner. To the right point, Ludwig. Low to Kovalenko. Couldn't handle the pass, though. Top of the circle in the Edmonton end. And Kulak will skate up to center ice. At center ice line, softly flip it in, cross corner. DeHaan around the boards, and the puck doesn't get out. It'll go to Kapanen. He'll give it to Nugent Hopkins. His shot, and it's saved by Georgiev as McDavid was waiting for a loose puck. We're going to take a break. 9:07 to go in the third. 3-1, Edmonton leading the Avalanche. From the Ball Arena here in Denver, it's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Weather forecast? Ugh. Savings forecast? Cha-ching. Savings.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
3-1 Oilers lead with 9:07 to go here in the third. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling. Home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. Kulak's fifth of the year from Emberson and Skinner. Jeff Skinner at 3:56 of the third has given the Oilers a 2-goal cushion. Face off to the right of Georgiev. Gets to the corner. Malitsky there for Colorado. Little bank pass on the left for Ivan, off his stick and in. Stetcher was in behind the Edmonton net. Up the left wing, that gets picked off, gets to the middle. Nichushkin shot, and it's blocked by Nurse, and it goes out of play.
Darnell's had a solid game, Cam. I mean, that time you have a right side defense reverse back behind his goal, and he's playing the puck, and pool cues went up the board, and that's Troy Stetcher, and he turns it over, and then they got a chance in the half slot, but Nurse had collapsed down and supported, and Stetcher's going to come off, and Kulak's going to come on. Derek Ryan, who was 6-0 in faceoffs through the first two periods, is going to take the draw here for Edmonton against Rantanen.
It's to the right of Stuart Skinner. Puck goes to Nurse behind the Edmonton net, up the left wing, onto the tape of Draisaitl, and away from the play. Rantanen got knocked down.
Connor Brown.
Going to be a high sticking penalty, and the Edmonton Oilers are about to be shorthanded.
Is this a double minor?
Edmonton 28, minor penalty, high sticking.
Fifth power play for Colorado.
Can't hand them power plays.
Oiler penalty kills brought to you by Napa Auto Parts.
You got puck possession.
Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Oh, it's a big kill.
The problem is it's one of your best penalty killers at forward off.
That does not help. Face off to the right of Stuart Skinner. 3-1 Edmonton lead. The puck goes to Ekholm, and he'll blast it around the boards and down the ice.
Oilers' work in the face-off circle this game has really helped out their cause.
Now Makar up the right. He'll give it away to Henrique. Henrique, left wing, shoots it. That one fought off by Georgiev as it hit him in the right arm.
Got some heat on that, too.
Did. Makar to McKinnon. Into the Oiler end. Left wing to Lehkonen. To the point to Makar. On it across on the right side. Rantanen into the blue line. Makar across to McKinnon. His one-timer blocked by Emberson. Puck behind the net. And Ekholm has room and time and banks it off the left side and down.
Well, two pickups as a result of the Broberg-Holloway offer sheets. But Coles and goals in 3 straight games. And we're starting to see Emberson being a key player here on the penalty kill.
Rantanen at his own blue. A tight turn. He's being pressured hard by Podkolzin. And he gets it up the left side to Lehkonen. Now to McKinnon. Into the Oiler end. To the left wing. Stops along the boards. Back to the blue line. To Taves. To McKinnon. Back to Taves in the middle. Left wing. To McKinnon. To Taves. He'll shoot it. Lots of traffic. Doesn't get through. Chopped out of the zone by Nurse. 38 seconds left to go in the man advantage for Colorado. 3-1 Oilers lead, 7:15 to go in the third period. Girard winds it up for the Avalanche. Into the Oiler end on the left wing. Off the left wing boards around to Kovalenko. Left it in the corner. Ekholm finds room, and all the way down the ice it goes.
Ekholm's just got a tremendous sense of anticipation on the ice.
Taves bringing it out. Taves at center, left wing to Girard. Into the Oilers zone, back to Taves. Pass on the right to Middlestad. Penalty over here in a couple seconds. Puck along the boards on the right side. Kiviranta back to the blue line to Taves. Now on the right side to Middlestad. Back to the blue line, Taves. It's shot, and that one goes high and wide of the Edmonton net. Puck cleared out. Colorado now 1 for 5 on the power play. Devon Taves to his own blue line for Middlestad. On the left wing off the stick of O'Connor. And then it comes near the blue line, but Middlestad will keep it in. Down the right wing. Puck to Kiviranta. Down the right wing corner to O'Connor. To Middlestad, back to the blue line. Malinsky on the left to Ludwig. Back to Malinsky. His shot rockets off the stick of Brown, and that will go out of play with 5:59 to go here in the third. It's a 3-1 Edmonton Oiler lead. We're going to take a break from the Ball Arena here in Denver. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Sportsnet.
5 5:59 to go in the third period. 3-1, Edmonton leading Colorado. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're at the Ball Arena here in Denver. Kapanen, Podkolzin, and Kulak scoring for Edmonton. Kovalenko has the goal for Colorado. Face off to the left of Stuart Skinner.
Remember, Jared Bednar, he's a quick puller when it comes to getting the Gardien out of the net.
Stetcher on the right. Connor Brown directs it out. Ivan with the puck in the neutral zone. His pass through the middle. It was Draisaitl giving it to Brown, though, as he took it away. Give it to Brown. His pass on the left wing. Against the left wing boards, the puck goes into Brown. Goes to the left side to the blue line. Nurse off the corner boards. To the right, it gets to Draisaitl. Out of Podkolzin. Face up near the blue line. Dumps it low. Oilers will make some changes as Gerard has it in behind his net for the Avalanche. Just beyond the crease is Matthias Janmark.
A little bit of a change here in this line, as you can see.
Janmark out there with McDavid and Nugent Hopkins. And the puck comes out off the stick of Bouchard, so Stuart Skinner will have to play it to Ekholm. Went to Rimmett, hit Lehkonen. Puck comes back to Ekholm. Will go up in the air and out. Taves into his own end for Colorado.
I don't think nothing of pulling him with 3.5 minutes left, Cam.
Down by a couple. Oilers with a 3-1 lead. Puck shot into the Edmonton zone. Rantanen, top of the circle, lost it. Nugent Hopkins gets it out to Janmark. Now to McDavid, in over the line. His shot off the shoulder of Georgiev, and it goes out of play with 4:37 to go here in the third. The Oilers up by 2.
Good rip from Connor there. As Rantanen got knocked askew, and then Janmark one-touched it up to McDavid. Georgiev has not played bad. Edmonton's got 30 shots on goal. I said they needed to get 30 to 35 to win the game. Test this guy. They've had a good start tonight from Skinner.
Face off to the right of Georgiev. Ludwig off the right wing boards and out. Middlestad will give it to Kovalenko. Come into the Oilers zone. Stop on the right wing. His pass back to the point goes off at Jeff Skinner. Now Kovalenko right corner to Middlestad. Of Kivi Ranta to DeHaan. His shot. He hammered it over the Oiler net. Puck along the boards on the right wing. And out to center ice is Henrique. Stood up by Ludwig right in front of the Edmonton bench. Jeff Skinner trying to find a loose puck. Puck brought in on the right. Comes back to DeHaan. His shot. And that's blocked by Kapanen. Along the left wing boards. DeHaan able to keep it in for Colorado. Left side, O'Connor back to the blue line. Gerard shot, glove save made by Skinner. He holds on. We're down to 3:44 to go here in the third. The Oilers are up 3-1.
There we go. It's coming out.
Yep. So Georgiev to the bench for the extra attacker. Colorado down by a couple. Draisaitl will take this draw against McKinnon. 6 skaters on 5. Puck gets to the corner. Nurse will get it out. High in the air, just wide of the net.
I thought that went off a stick. Their Oilers are saying that went off a stick.
Yeah, they say it went off a stick.
We might get a. Can they talk their way into a center ice face-off here?
Nurse fired it out. I think it launched off a stick.
There you go. It's going to center ice.
It'll
And
go
you
to
know
center.
what? My guess is they might have to put
The goalie back in.
Yeah.
It just missed, too. It didn't bounce until right in front of the net, but went slightly wide. Are they putting him back? He's going back in.
There you go. See what 8 years of post-secondary education
It's really
gets you?
starting to pay off.
Well,
That's what I'm seeing.
It only took me into my late 50s.
Well, you're playing the long game.
Yes.
That's the thing.
Don't know if I'll make it into my 60s, but
Puck goes to Nurse on the left side. Gets to center ice. He shoots it in. Georgiev will set it in behind the net. We're down to 3.5 to go in the third. Oilers are up 3-1. Pass on the right. And Rantanen couldn't handle it. Nurse has it inside the Oiler blue line. Now, retreats. Gets it up the left wing. Out to center. Goes to McDavid. He will give it to Brown. He'll come in down the left side. Brown across to Draisaitl. Couldn't get that one-timer. Stick got in there.
Lehkonen, great defensive play. They'll pull him again here.
As Middlestad get the puck to McKinnon, and Georgiev has gone to the bench for the extra attacker. Middlestad will shoot it in. Skinner's got it. Oh, I thought he might take a shot. Gave it to Nurse. I got fired up about that for a second.
No way he does that.
Well, they're up by 2. Puck on the left wing. McKinnon got it in behind the net. The pass on the right, just off the stick of Rantanen, and it comes out. Skinner scored a goal in the Western League for Lethbridge. Just saying. Puck shot into the Oilers zone. Ekholm will crank it around the left side. That does not get out across. The one-timer, great save by Skinner. And Bouchard got it to the blue line. The pass came across. Skinner made a tremendous save up the right wing to center ice. Went off to stick a Janmark. Now he gets it back, but he's unable to get control. Middlestad will start up. It's an empty net in the Colorado zone. Oilers are up 3-1. We got 2:09 to go here in the third period. Middlestad gets the puck in on the left wing. Ekholm off the boards and out. Taves knocks it down at center. Cross to Rantanen. He'll shoot it in. On the right wing, Bouchard up to the blue line to Nugent Hopkins. He clears it. Taves on the left wing. You can hear the Let's Go Oilers chant starting here at the Ball Arena in Denver. Lots of Oiler fans. They're making some noise. Taves on the right point. Got it into the slot and up the right wing. Wheeling out is Henrique. He'll get it through the middle to Nugent Hopkins. Scores! Ryan Nugent Hopkins with the empty netter to make it 4-1 for Edmonton.
Well, goals in back-to-back games for RNH, but the Edmonton Oilers showed some poise here down the stretch, and Henrique, a veteran player himself, 34 years of age, just feathers a pass through the middle, and Nuge had an open seam, and he'll never score an easier goal after scoring a great one last night.
For Ryan Nugent Hopkins, goal number 4 on the season. 18:28, time of the empty netter. And Oilers up 4-1, and they're heading for the exits here at the Ball Arena. Not the Oiler fans. They're sticking around. A shot in by Ludwig. Comes back to him on the right wing point. They put it down low. Puck to the left wing. O'Connor to the blue line to DeHaan. Tried to shoot it. It gets blocked. On the left side, Kiviranta will shoot it around to the right. We're into the last minute here in the third. 4-1 the Oilers lead.
Derek Ryan.
Lowering the boom along the boards there was Derek Ryan. Right wing, Corey Perry trying to get it out. Hit by Ryan was on Wagner. Or on Parker Kelly, pardon me. Puck lifted up and out by Emberson. It gets to center with 38 seconds to go here in the third period. DeHaan with it at his own blue line for Colorado.
We will be getting Matthias Ekholm after the game.
Up the right wing. Puck shot in. Stuart Skinner. To Stetcher, right corner. High in the air and out. Skating towards it. Tapping in, but getting to it first was Ludwig. Ludwig up the left wing, doesn't get it out. Puck goes to Jeff Skinner. His shot. Georgiev the save. He got it off the blocker, and here's Nurse. His shot, and that one hits Jeff Skinner. Goes right into the slot. Wow. And DeHaan gets his pocket picked by Skinner. Skinner on the right wing to the middle. The shot. The save by Georgiev off of Henrique. And now everybody's going to gather in the corner. They thought the Henrique shot was late. I don't know that it was. And he didn't shoot it very hard to begin with. But it'll gather everyone in the corner. But the Oilers win this one 4-1 over the Colorado Avalanche. And Edmonton has won 3 straight.
Bouchard will pick up a second assist on the RNH goal.
Oilers gave up the first goal in this game and scored the next 4 unanswered. And they get their 13th win of the year.